And the best and the greatest day to be alive is today. And welcome to Living Unchained Podcast. I am your host, Jay Melane, also known as Wise. I'm the author of the book Where, and also known as the Tech Innovator.
And I am your other host. I am Lekeisha. I am an author, coach, and trainer as well, and definitely the author of How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus.
All right, now this is the place where we be dropping 24 karat gold bars indeed. And also the place where we break cycles and build freedom. All right, family. This is going to be a special episode today. And we are around the holidays and we get ready to celebrate upcoming Christmas. And actually, the time of this recording is going to be after Christmas. So we thank everybody who tuning in and actually going to celebrate with us. We decided to do something a little different today. And we're going to go off strip and off and talk about some things about the holidays. And I said, I guess the topic would be thankful for the holidays. And we're going to discuss some things there. But before we do that, I need your guys to subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share. Hey, we are a community here, and the Break Free Nation is here for you, family. So I want your guys to go to the website, livingunchainedpodcast.com, and there you'll see a link to be able to join up to the Break Free Nation. And like I said, we got two tiers. One is absolutely free, be part of the community, get information, event information, and be able to connect with us. Then we got the other one that's like the VIP access that, we do lives there, training, seminars, whole bunch of stuff there. Whatever is needed for the community to grow, that we'll do there. And also a giveaway. And we do have a giveaway that is currently going on. So if you're a member of that, you already registered for that amazing giveaway. So family, we're not gonna hold you, but we thank you though. We thank for each and every person who already signed up for it, and we're looking forward to connect with you more in the Break Free Nation. All right, Lekeisha, this is the holiday season, and I had to do some reflection for today and for this amazing episode, right? Because the year seemed like it went by real fast. It went by real quick to me, and just in hindsight, it was a very productive year as far as handling a lot of projects, a lot of challenges, projects, the stuff we were doing. Like how you said, living unchained, right? Keeping us unchained. Some things that life brought up that need to be addressed. I'm thankful for this year that we lost some family members, but my core, what I call my core unit, is still together. So I'm very thankful for the people I have in my life. I'm thankful, even though with that challenge there with households and just dealing with people with illness and stuff, that, like I said, the family unit is still there. So I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for it. And I'm thankful for even my journey and growth. Some things I had nailed it and I hit a home run on, and some things I'm going to revamp. And this upcoming year, actually, like I said, I don't believe in waiting till the upcoming year. Like, start now. I need to assess and redo some things so I can actually move forward into the things I need to for the upcoming future. You take care of today, that take care of your tomorrow. So just being very general, but one of the first things I want to say I'm thankful for is the friends and the network of people. This has been a very good year for me to connect with communities, creative communities, people that has looked out for me. I have a great community of people that I can lean on and learn from, as well. I can also be a resource as well. Have learned a lot. Now I want to go ahead and implement and execute a lot of things that I have learned. So therefore, with this network I have, I want to be very, what's the word I want to use? Intentional. Very intentional how I establishing new connections and how I can move forward, not for just my benefit, but also to help others. One of my purpose is to help others be a better version of themselves. As I get a better version, become a more better version of myself, those who with me, who connect with me, I want them to be a better version of themselves. And I'm so thankful for the connections I have made within the communities that I'm in, and only can see it growing, and see myself actually growing along with people. People like you have grown so much. You have encouraged me, affirmations, words of encouragement. Some things like you tug on the shirt to caught up. Hey brother, you need to get yourself together on, and I really love that about you. So I appreciate that. You come with affirmations to speak life to things, but you're being real and say, hey, these are some things that would be great to work on as well. So I want to give flowers what flowers do with this great community of people I have, including yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to say thank you for all you do. So, Lekeisha, I'll let you jump in right now and let me know what's your thoughts about what you're thankful for in general conversation so far.
You know what? King Wise, I would tell you, I am really thankful just for you too as well. Bring it back on you. Thank you so much for being who you are, authentic, spirit, true. I'll always know that I can trust that you're going to be real, that you're going to be flowing in wisdom, because that is what your name is, wise. And you're able to really just catch things that I don't see. So that's so amazing. Just having that, friendship and connection, and just being able to move forward in that in our amazing podcast, Living Unchained. But not just that, just being a supporter and being a great, great confidant, just understanding, what we're doing in our podcast and in business and in our ministry. I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful that I woke up this morning, and I'm serious, not just to say that. Sometimes we say it as a cliche, right? But I'm thankful for it. I remember when, things got dim years ago, where, I didn't have any control. So when you don't have control over what you're going to do because you're overstressed, right? And just doing so much, and where I had to scale back just to have another opportunity, a second chance, just to move forward in life. And that's just so amazing. So I value it, that I can use my limbs, use my arms, use everything that I have in this temple and really operate in it. I'm thankful that, for friends and family, just people that are connected. We have a early morning group called the Lemonade Stand Prayer Group, right? So we're able to talk to each other and able to support, able to pray for somebody else, and then able to be prayed on as well. I'm thankful for people that you meet each and every day. I believe I talked to you about that. I met a couple at Bojangles, and we were eating chicken, right? And just really having natural conversation. And they had their grandkids, and they were just so nice. They were boys, and I regulate to boys, right? So just, my oldest, I had a conversation about that. Like, they're going to get really older very quick, right? And I'm telling you, this really great. So I was able to give them affirmations of that. I was able to share with them something that they didn't know. Come to find out, they were actual pastors in the local area that I'd never met before. I didn't even know there was a ministry like that so close to my city. And just being able to connect with them. We pray for each other. Wise. I think I told you that.
Yes.
So it was really nice that this is just, look, remember, chicken, Bojangles, eating some chicken. Never knew that the connections with people that, that will be such a light for yourself, but also for them.
The best and the greatest day to be alive is today. Family, we are finally here. We are doing our first giveaway. So let me give you some of the ideas what we want y'all guys to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to give a $200 Amazon gift card to those who are in the Break Free community. So to be a part of this giveaway, what you need to do is you need to make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Also, you also need to be in the paid membership of the Break Free Nation, because that will be doing giveaways and stuff there. So it'll be a $200 Amazon gift card that will be given in the first week of November. So you guys got time in December, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share. But as I said, as you subscribe, we verify you subscribe. Also, you're a member of the Break Free Nation, the paid community part. Then you get opportunity to be a part of this amazing giveaway. And y'all guys can use $200 on Amazon, especially, So definitely want your guys to tune in. Keep on doing what you need to do as far as breaking free. And we thanks for everybody who subscribed. We thank everybody who became members, and we're looking forward to keep on giving in the future as well. So definitely want to tune in because, like I said, 24 Karat Gold Bars dropped indeed. So back to the amazing episode, family.
They're like, wow, I minister down here and I didn't even know that I needed the information that you had. I believe my son, my oldest son, he graduated college, which was another milestone, which was so amazing, in, sports management, and just, him up leveling him like his life and going into his purpose, right? That was amazing to hear. It was amazing for them to hear that. I'm just so excited, and not knowing how, the connections with other people is really going to shed, joy and light. And that's what Jesus wants. And I'm just so thankful I was a part of that. So I'm grateful. I know this was a little bit long conversation, but I am so grateful. You just never know, what your experiences will, how it touches others. And then when you find out, you realize, like, look at God, look at you. It's all about Jesus being famous. That's how I think about it. And I really felt that that's what happened. So I am just so happy, just the holiday season. And I'm so thankful and grateful to be able to share it, with you and with so many others, having our family and friends and connected together. That means a lot. And it really, this year, 2025, is truly provided exceedingly abundantly above all I truly can ask and think. And that's what God does. So I'm just so thankful. Yeah.
Come on now. Mm-hmm. All right, now dropping 24 Karat Gold Bars. Indeed, dropping two 24 Karat Gold Bars. And you said several things that you can reflect on. First of all, you talk about the reason for this season, and that is Jesus Christ. And and when he had died, he died for it to set us free from our sins and allow us to walk in the liberty that God has to be, walk in the true purpose that God has to be, that we don't have to take the penalty of death with us, but we can operate in the freedom of the Spirit of God to be able to go forth and accomplish the very purpose that each and every one of us have. And so, and I love the standpoint of when you mention that you was at Bojangles eating there, eating some chicken, but you met a couple there and y'all pray for one another, and you never know what people come across your path, and you have to have an open heart. And what happens sometimes in life, what we do, we get so bogged down with our own concerns, own issues, that you don't recognize people there and recognize people in front of you. And you, like you said, you went to a place that you're going to get something to eat, and you end up crossing paths with another couple, another family, and able to share a moment together. And that was all about, is sharing moments together, realizing that it's great people on this planet we call Earth, and that you can resonate with others if you're willing to have an open heart. And you mentioned, I believe you say as well, you mentioned about your son, and like you say, you went traveling and you traveled to see your son and be able to connect with him, connect with the people that influence him as well, and so being supportive a parent for your amazing son. And that means a lot, especially to a young man. They all, they need, we all act tough. And, I have said so many times on my podcast, being tough and I like things don't bother you, but actually they do impact you. So having somebody in your corner to show that it supports you and care about you, especially when you reach milestones in your life, is so amazing. And it will take him to the next place where he needs to be as well. He will always remember that experience that my mom came for this special moment in my life. And that's the thing about the holidays, recognizing special moments in the life. And again, like I said, Jesus is the reason for the season. And when we gather together, it's about sharing love. And sometimes that's challenging because with people, and this, this is Living Unchained Podcast family. So we want to keep it real. Sometimes we get around people, we don't want to be involved with. And and you got to manage that how your situation is. I can't tell somebody how to love, how to care for somebody else. What I can say is you show up with the peace of God in your heart and in the love and spirit in your heart, and be a I want to use the word be that witness that God has you to be able to minister if needed. Don't force upon yourself. Don't smack somebody upside the head with the Bible. But it's the Spirit of God lead you to love on somebody, love on them if you can. And the Spirit of God put in your heart that you need to step away and have some peace. Step, what the Bible says, somebody don't want to step your peace. You dust your shoulders off, dust yourself off, take your peace and be gone. So, and another thing, it said, take your peace and be gone. And so we pray that a lot of the families, a lot of the communities get together and to be able to celebrate and be able to love on each other in fullness and gain something that will be truly amazing that they can take to the next day and build upon, because we building freedoms here. And I know the events, actually, we go through the holidays. Like I said, the time of the recording, there gonna be some events that I'll be attending. I had to keep a smile on my face. I am a natural introvert, and I had to learn that by myself. So I can give you the energy, I can laugh and stuff, but I get that moment. You should remember to share that meme with me. That meme with me by the young lady and her birthday. Family, that is the most funny meme I ever seen in my life. And the young lady was walking. She had a straight face with a birthday hat on her head, and she it was balloon, like a balloon work, or I guess letters on the door. It says, "Please leave at 6." And then the young lady hit the at 6 off, and it says, "Please leave." And her face expression never changed because they were singing happy birthday song to her. They were singing a happy birthday song to her, happy birthday, all this stuff like that. And the girl didn't change her face. She knocked off the at 6 and said, "Please leave." Then they kept on singing. Then she just reached up and knocked off the word "please" and said, "Leave." So the introvert part do kick in sometimes. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I had a little too much. I need my time. So, so I get hit with those moments myself. Like, I'm happy go lucky. Now I'm like, you know what? It's telling me I need to go to have my little mountains experience. I need to, I need to recharge. I need to get away and recharge. So I have learned that by myself. So I had to govern myself accordingly and realize when my energy is low and stuff like that, they still keep the smile on my face. But hey, I had to moonwalk my way out of the situation. You see? So just pray for a brother, family. Just pray for a brother. So what's your thought process on that? Cause you the one shared me that meme. I thought that was the most amazing meme in the whole wide world. Cause it talk about how it definitely show what introvert is.
Yes, it really does. It's like you able to get to know yourself and know your limitations and what you can take. Honestly, this actually is shed light on so many people. They're able to understand, like, okay, so for an extrovert, they were like, oh, that's what's going on with them. Because a lot of times people don't really understand why their limited time is cut off. It's like, oh, well, okay, so that's why they kind of go into a room by themselves and they don't want to be around nobody. Oh, okay. And then for introvert, they'll understand why somebody they're able to do more than a couple of hours of having fun. They realize like, oh, okay, I understand. They're able to take it, and then you pretty much communicate accordingly, right? And but I love those memes. They're funny because if you think about it, there are introverts they really understand introverts. Extroverts understand extroverts. You'll see it, about the time and space. So I thought that was just too funny. But it's great that you're able to get to know your loved ones and the people, that are connected with you and understand how to communicate accordingly, right? So I think that's good, for all of us, just getting to know each other. And honestly, I always tell people, it doesn't matter if you're an introvert, extrovert, being nice and loving, has nothing to do with personality. I think that's something that each and every one of us should be. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, continue to be nice, family, even if it's just a smile. Maybe it's some words and maybe you need to still be nice. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, you always change it or, always have some grace there. I think everyone deserves grace if you have it. And, apologies always are wanted. So I really believe that all of us, I believe this year is a season of us understanding and learning each other's, personalities, understanding how to move forward in that accordingly, honestly. So I know how to operate with an introvert. I know how to operate with an ambivert. I'm an ambivert. So I'm an introvert and extrovert. Right in the middle. I'm able to understand both personalities. Sometimes we have to know that, right? So
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And since you said that, and since you shared that meme with me, I'm going to do this. Joining for Karat Gold Bars, drop indeed.
I like it.
Yes. Hey, I don't know that meme. At least, leave the please on there. He said, please leave. For the holidays.
Leave.
Hey family, it is I am Lekeisha, and I want to talk to the ones that are feeling stuck. The ones that are feeling like you are in confusion, like you're feeling like you're in fear, like you having a season of loss of clarity and without confidence. Listen, my latest book, How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus, is truly for you. It was written for the ones that are feeling just like you're feeling, very confused, with no motivation, without a roadmap. And I'm giving you a roadmap. Grab your copy of your book. And I promise you, this book is really going to change your life. It's going to show you how you can have your purpose and understand that you have power, which you truly do. If you're in midlife, if you're someone who are transitioning from careers, if you're someone who's trying to figure out what's your next move, this book is really going to help you, and it's going to show you how you can break free from the mental clutter, how you can have divine clarity, and you can understand how you can move forward and understand to have a strategy and move forward ahead. Promise you, it's going to be great for you. Grab your copy, show it to someone else, because I promise you, you're not by yourself. Let's not move through the world without understanding who you are, because you have power. Have your power and focus with this latest book.
I'm telling you.
Leave the please up there. So, that was a funny meme.
Up there.
And I want to share this with you, family. As we prepare for the holidays, one of my close brothers, you have seen him on the podcast so many times, that Champion Elmore. He talked about his podcast about your strong friends. Check on your strong friends during the holiday. The people that you think they gather together and everything's straight, they'll be all right. We know about the people who have some challenges, and we reach out to those and stuff like that. But make sure you check on your strong friends, check on people, love on them. This is what the holiday is about. It's reconnecting and connecting with folks and making sure they're in the right space mentally, physically, and spiritually. And not just a text, maybe just give them a phone call, maybe do a FaceTime. If you're in the general area, maybe go by and visit, give them a hug, hug them around the neck, give them a dap, show your face, show your presence, exchange that energy, that power that God gave us, that connection energy that we have between one another, if you're able to. So that's my thing for this upcoming holiday season. Just reach out to your strong friends, just connect, and make it worth the time, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody. So you want to do is show love, share moments. You never know what it would do to a person and change their life. We went to an event over the weekend and met this lady, and we were just talking, and at the end of the conversation, and we actually ended up spending several hours together, right? And she said, this is what I needed. She said, this is what I needed. and I feel much better since I had this day with you. I didn't know how the day was going to be, but when at the end of that conversation, she felt like a different person. She felt renewed. She felt real good. And you never know what happened when you come across people and you bring the energy, you bring that God loving energy to somebody, and that would change their life. So, Coach Lekeisha, actually, like I said, family, make sure you check in Strong Friends. Any advice, anything you want to touch base on before we wrap up this amazing episode?
Absolutely. So one thing about it I wanted to add and make sure all of us understand, not only check on your strong friends, but check on those that don't really connect, with others. Just send them a phone call, maybe go by there, send them some food. You just never know. I believe all of us know, right? Know people that may need something that they may not be getting, provide for them. Maybe it's a card, maybe it's just a phone call to say hi. I was thinking about you. You just never know what that does to others, and also give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself, no matter what. This is a time for us to understand that we are deserving of it. Yeah, deserving of it. Take yourself out to eat, go to movies, do your mani and pedi, whatever it is, pamper yourself. You deserve it. Make sure you do that. And one thing that I will say, when I connected with that couple a while ago at the Bojangles, they actually, for me, because I was just coming back from visiting my son graduate college. And, pretty much I was feeling great, but I was serving, pretty much just giving out and giving back to others. And I believe they sensed that. And, they were just really so sweet. They said, you know what? We want to pray, not only pray for each other, but we want to pray for you right now. Because we know that you've been giving out, and they felt like I was a little depleted. I was eating my chicken, but they just felt, we want to give back to you because you've been giving so much to others, into your son and the community. We want to give back to you. So they prayed over me. That's something that we all should do, family, over our friends, over the people that we have. Let's pray over each other so we can be restored. They prayed for restoration. They prayed for my spirit to be restored because I've been giving out in ministry to others. I needed something. Sometimes we don't even see what we need, family, but others may see what we need. And then you never know. It's a prayer or just a congratulations or just a well done. Those mean a lot, especially to somebody that needs it and don't realize they need it. I want you to give that to somebody else, family. Those strong friends, they need that. When they've been ministering all day, if they're in churches, whatever it is, wherever they're doing, if they're in some type of event that they had, sometimes they need that. Give back to them. Do me a favor, knock on their door. And if they don't answer, leave food to them.
Come on now.
You don't even know. They won't call you and tell you that they need it. Because they're kind of, they're not thinking about it. Either they're not thinking about it or they just don't want to hurt anybody. They don't want to affect anybody. I don't want to bother you. That a lot happens with a lot of leaders, a lot of people. I'm just saying. So if you feel it in your spirit, if that comes across your head, your mind, go ahead and act on it. That's what I want to share with all of you. This end of the year is like the last, couple of weeks of the year. A lot of times you give back to others. You're not thinking about how much you need. Sow into somebody's life, family. I'm telling you, it will be a life changer. Jesus really wants you to do that for somebody today or somebody by the end of the year before it ends. That's what I'm going to share to you.
All right now. So with that being said, is there this? She dropped it in the 24 Karat Gold Bar microphone. Indeed. Come on, drop the mic on that one. We appreciate you. That yes, people share the love of God, share your heart, spend time with one another, spend time what God leads to be. Please do that. This is the reason for the season. Is spend time. It's not just giving gifts, and not all about receiving gifts. They are beautiful when people exchange gifts. It's beautiful. but the main reason is to share your heart, share your life, share a moment in time. Because you never know, then that time may not ever come back again. So we want to make sure you guys actually recognize that, and hopefully you guys be doing that. We love you guys. Let us know how your holiday is going. So here's in the comments. Let us know what your thought process is about it. Hey, how you feeling? How you feel about, sharing the love with one another? Do you get a lot of gifts? Hey, let us know how your holiday is. So here's in the comments below, and definitely checking it out. And again, family, don't forget about that Break Free Nation. Make sure you join that amazing community. And like I said, we can be fellowship and sharing a whole lot of things there. And especially in 2026, a whole lot of things will be going down. So with that being said, Coach Lekeisha, if you can tell people how they can get in contact with us, Queen, the microphone is yours.
Absolutely, family. Make sure you connect with each and every one of us, myself and King Wise, at livingunchainedpodcast.com, family, where you'll be able to see some of the amazing episodes that we had before, and definitely connect with us on our events that we have, and also be able to purchase our amazing books, How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus, and also that amazing book called Where. Make sure you connect with us, and also connect with the journal that we have as well. We look forward to seeing you on next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week, family, on Thursdays. Make sure you connect with us. Blessed to see you.
All right, now you hear what you said, because you always be dropping 24 Karat Gold Bars in the family. We thank you. We are hoping and praying that you have an amazing holiday season. And I want to say this to you guys: love is a action word. While you're taking the time to love yourself, make sure you show love to someone else. And we'll see you on the next episode of Living Unchained Podcast. All right, family. So take care and peace.